Hello everyone. In today's session, we are discussing about Financial Accounting 3. The program is Commerce, semester is 3, University Mangalore. The session is 61. Recap of previous classes to make distinction between dissolution and sale of firm. Need for dissolution and sale of firm. Learning objectives to make them analyze the concept of purchase consideration and its calculation to prepare them for accounting during dissolution and sale of partnership firm. Learning outcomes. The students are able to analyze the concepts related to dissolution of partnership firm. The students are able to prepare the accounts on the sale of firm, which means the journal entries, ledger accounts, and the shares in a new company account respectively. The concept is sale of partnership firm. So in this slide, we are discussing about the sale of partnership firm to a company. The second one, dissolution of existing firms and forming a new company. The first, the meaning of sale of partnership firm. A partnership firm with an objective of limiting their personal liabilities of the partners may convert a firm into a limited company, or they sell the entire business to an existing company. This is known as sale of partnership firm. The process of sale of partnership firm may be of two types. One is a flotation of a new company, where a new company may be formed by dissolving an existing partnership. The second one is absorption of a firm by a company. In this case, an existing firm will be taken over by an existing joint stock company, and this process is known as absorption. In total, the sale of partnership firm is nothing but an existing firm will be converted into a limited company in order to reduce their liability. The main objective of sale of partnership is of three. One is to convert their liability into limited liability. And we all know, in case of partnership, the liability of the partners is unlimited. And when they form into a company, the liability may be converted into limited liability. Again, the liability of partners is not only unlimited but also joint and several. But in case of a company, the liabilities of the partners are limited to the extent of their share contribution. So thereby they can reduce their liability when they convert into a joint stock company. The second objective we can discuss here is the capital. When the company is formed, they can have additional number of shareholders. When there is additional shareholders, they can also gain additional capital for expansion or modernization of their business. And the third we can here mention the skills. So when there are additional number of shareholders, the company can be managed by more skilled and more efficient shareholders and directors. So these are the three objectives in which a firm may be converted into a company. While dealing with sale of firm, so one of the aspect is purchase consideration. The term purchase consideration is nothing but the amount payable by purchasing company to the selling firm. Such purchase consideration may be mutually agreed between the partners and the company, or it may be calculated. In former case, it is known as lump sum payment method. In lump sum payment method, the company pays a lump sum amount irrespective of the assets and liabilities taken over. And when the problem never states about lump sum payment method, we have to calculate the purchase consideration. This is known as net asset method. In case of net asset method, all the value of assets will be added and all the value of liabilities taken over will be deducted. The difference amount is normally called as purchase consideration. The purchase consideration may be discharged by three ways. One is by cash, where in which the entire cash will be paid by the purchasing company to the partners. The second way is by discharge of shares and debentures. In this case, a purchasing company may pay in the form of shares and debentures. Such shares or debentures may be issued at par or at premium or at discount as per agreement between the partners. The third is either by shares or debentures and cash. Here, partly amount will be paid in shares and debentures, and part amount will be paid in the cash. The shares and debentures may be issued, as mentioned earlier, at par, discount, or premium. In the absence of any agreement between the partners, the shares received from the purchasing company is distributed among the partners in the ratio of their final capital balance after making all adjustments of the partners. But sometimes the capital may be adjusted as per their profit sharing ratio. Thus, an arrangement of conversion of a partnership into a joint stock company or a sale of partnership firm to an existing joint stock company is technically called as sale of firm to a company. Thank you.